So today we're gonna start with NumPy. So what is NumPy actually is? You can say NumPy is a numerical array in Python. Okay, you can say it as an ND array or n-dimensional array. We call it in Python. Okay, so first of all, how to initialize NumPy? That is the first thing. So to install NumPy, you can use pip install NumPy. This is the thing that you can use to install the NumPy. Okay, but basically it is pre-installed. If you are not getting it installed, then you can install it in this manner. Okay, so this is the way how to install NumPy. Now we need to import NumPy. So for importing NumPy, we'll use import NumPy. So over here we are just importing NumPy, and we can use this NumPy. And now how to create an NumPy? If we want to create an array, so let us take a variable like array equals to NumPy dot array. NumPy dot array, and inside this we're gonna pass on the numbers. Now how we're gonna pass on the numbers? Let it be in a form of list. If you're passing the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what excuse me, this is what the numbers you're passing to an array, and it will give you an array format. So let us execute this. Python dot slash okay, so let us execute this. Okay, we haven't print this, so we'll just print it so that we get an answer out of it. So you can see we are getting the numbers. Okay, now this is a zero-dimensional array. Okay, this is a zero-dimensional array. So that is why we are getting only at the first position. Okay, when there will be multi-dimensional array, we'll getting arrays after this also, like here, like here. Okay, one after the other in a column manner. Okay, so this is what it is. So this is what the formation of array is. Like this, you can form an array. Now next, as a NumPy is a very long thing, so we can reduce it. Like we can make it as NP. Now we can use NP is the common keyword that we use for NumPy array. So np.array, and now if you execute this, you'll find that we're getting the same thing. Okay, so this is what shortening the NumPy into NP, how we can do this. Now if you want to check out the version of the NumPy array, so you can check out the versions. Like I will just comment this and write it down like version, and then we'll just go for it like print NumPy, that is np dot double underscore version double underscore. So this is how you can get the version np dot double underscore version double underscore. And now if you execute this code, you'll find the version of your NumPy array. Okay, so this is how you will get the version of your NumPy array. Now if you want to create, means if you want to create, I have already told you how to create an n-dimensional array. It's zero dimensional, one dimensional. So now let us go how to get the dimension of the array. Okay, like okay, let me just comment this, and let me also print the type of this, so that you can understand that this is a type of array type of AWR. Okay, now let us execute this. You will find that it has become to array type. NumPy ND array type it has become. So this is what it is. Now if we want to start up with a zero-dimensional and one-dimensional array. So this was an one-dimensional array. Now we'll start one by one. For example, we'll start with zero-dimensional array. Okay. Now what is zero-dimensional array? It will neither have an x means row orientation nor have a column orientation. That means what will happen? This is having a row orientation. You can see the output. It is having a row orientation, and if you have two-dimensional array, it will also have a column orientation as well as a row orientation. Okay, but zero-dimensional array, that means it will not have a row orientation as well as a column orientation. So if we take only one element out of this, then one element cannot be defined as a row orientation or column orientation. That means it is defined as a zero-dimensional array. Okay, so for example, let me comment this and let me write it down over here. Array equals to np.array, and let us write as 23. So if we print this and also the type of this, so you'll find that we are getting 23 as an NumPy array. Okay, so this is what I want to show you, that zero-dimensional array. These are the zero-dimensional arrays. Now, if we go to the one-dimensional array, this is the one-dimensional array, as we have already done. If we go for the two-dimensional array, so this will be a new one for us. So if you wanna just, I will just copy this and paste it. I won't execute this. Just write it down: one-dimensional 1D array, and I will just paste it up. This is the 1D array. Now we will go for the 2D array. Now for 2D array, we'll just come to this like array equals to, I'll just comment this np.array. Okay, now for 2D, we will have two lists inside this. First list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, and now the second list 1, 2, 3 maybe. Okay, now we'll just print it out. Print array. Okay, now we'll just execute this, and I will find out that what is the errors, issues, or everything is perfect. Just I have executed it, and you can see data type not understood. Now why this is coming for us? This is because arrays are always in a square format over here in Python. Okay, you need to have a square format. So if you are leaving it right 1, 2, 3, and over here 5 elements are there, it will means not a square format. The elements should be means completely there. Okay, sorry. I had made another mistake, not a square mistake. This should be enclosed in another single list. This is the mistake, I believe. Yeah. So you're getting list 1, list 2, and this is what is in an array format over here in a 2D array. Okay. So similarly, if you want to have 3D array, so for 3D array, similarly you will have like this again. I'll just comment this and go for a 3D array. Inside this, I will just pass on array equals to numpy.array. Now inside this, first of all, I will pass for the 2D this list, and then inside that I'm gonna pass another list. So this is the element 1 of 3D array. Okay. Similarly, if I want to have another element, this is the element 2 of 3D array. Just understand, this is the list for 3D array. This is the element 1 of 3D array. This is the element 2 of 3D array. And now I will inside this another list. I'm gonna make it up, and I'm gonna write on the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly with a comma 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Similarly, I'm gonna write it over here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, and then a comma outside the list, and then a new list with a 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let us execute this and let us find it out. Okay, I haven't printed this, so I'll just print array. So you can see we are getting the list right over here. So list 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, list this. This is the means you can say upper part. Okay, you can imagine it is something like this. I'll just explain you. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is one. You can say one set. Okay. Now leaving a space, you will get this set. Let it be this set is this. Okay. This is this set. And now leaving a set, you will find one more array, one more two-dimensional array. 5, 6, 7, and this set is something that is over here. Now this complete is a three-dimensional array. Okay, this is the orientation somewhere over here. You just need to understand the orientation. This is the orientation somewhere over here. This is a three-dimensional array. It has a 3D structure, one after the other. You can imagine it. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Just let me know in the comment section if this is clear to you. Okay, so now let us go for how to access the data of the array. For example, we have a one-dimensional array. Okay, so let us take accessing array. Let us say we have a one-dimensional array, so we'll just write on an array. Array equals to np dot array, and inside this we're gonna pass on some numbers. And this is our numbers. This is a one-dimensional array. Now we're gonna access it. We're gonna print it directly. If you are gonna print this directly, we are getting the list. We are getting the list, but we're gonna access it. So it is also a type of list accessing method. Like if you want to have the third, so it will count from 0, 0, 1, 2. This is 2 at position, so we'll just write 2 over here because it is a one-dimensional array. So we'll get the output 3. Okay. Now let us take an example of a two-dimensional array. We'll just go for an example of a two-dimensional array. So for a two-dimensional array, I need to put it inside a list first, and then with a comma, then another list, and let it be 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is a two-dimensional. Now I will just execute this, and okay, I need to remove this part, and then I will just print this. Yeah, so you will find that we are getting the list 1 and list 2 right over here is a two-dimensional array. So now if you want to execute this 6 right over here, so how are we going to execute means access it? So first in the bracket we're going to write the first thing that what we require, first element or the second element. So it has, first of all, the decision is from 0 or 1, that is the entire path. So we want the first element. Now after that the choice is from inside which element you want, 0, 1, 2. So we want the 1, so it's 1, 1. And now if you execute this, so you will find, okay, there is certain issue right over here. So let us check what the issue is. Too many indices for array. Okay, did you find any mistake? Let us make it equal and let us try it. Okay, it was not equal, so it was giving us an error because I told you that it will take equal number of rows always. So now you can see we are getting 6 right over here. Okay, so if you want, for example, over here 3, this 3 if you want. So how we can go? This is a zeroth element. This entire is a zeroth element. So we'll just position to 0. And now this is 0, 1, 2. This is 2th position. So we'll just write down 2. And now we'll just execute this, and you will find 3 right over here. Okay, so this is how you can get the data of a 2D array. Now if you want to have a data of the 3D array, so let us comment this. And now for 3D array, we need to have a list, and then we need to have a bigger list. Okay, now let us take 2 elements out of it, and now inside this we're gonna have like 5, 6, 7, 8. And similarly, let me copy this and paste it right over here. Let us make some changes so that we don't get confused with the numbers. Okay, I have done all the changes right now, and now we'll just execute this, but not like this way. Now you just understand. Now it is a 3-dimensional array. So for 3-dimensional array, we will have 3 element choices. So the first element choice will be coming from here. Either you want this element or you want this element. You can see the sky blue brackets. It's enclosing the elements. So either you want this element or you want this element. So first of all, let us take our target 61. Okay. So we want this element. Our number is over here. So it is 0 and 1. So this is the first position. So we're gonna choose 1. Now inside this, which element we require? This is one element, and this is the second element. So we want the second element. So again we'll choose 1 because 0 and then 1. Now inside this, what we want? We want again the first element, means 0th position, first position. So we'll take down the first position, and now we'll execute the code, and we'll find that we are getting 61 out of it. Similarly, if you want, for example, 6 or 8, let us take 8. So for 8, again we need to choose which position it is. So this number is at 0th element, so you're going to change it to 0. Now this is at the first element, so we'll keep at first. Now over here 0, 1, 2, 3, it's at the 3rd position, so we'll make it to 3rd. And when we do this, we execute this, so we'll find that we are getting 8 out of it. So this is how we can access 3-dimensional arrays. Okay. Now the last topic for this is slicing. How to slice the data. For example, if you want a set of data like for 2 to 4 from the first element only. So this is what slicing is all about, and you can do slicing. So let us learn the slicing right over here. Slicing of array. So let me write it on slicing of array, or else you will confuse. Slicing of array. Okay. So now slicing over here has you can use step method, or directly you can use direct method, means stepwise also, direct also. We have all done this in the slicing thing. So let us execute it. Like we have a array np.array, and inside this we're gonna have a list, and we have several numbers. Okay, so let us have these many numbers. Now we want to slice it up. So to slice it up, we will have a print and take the variable, and inside this, in this square bracket, the syntax is starting index number, let it be from 0, colon, ending index number plus 1. Because over here, whatever you write, for example, 9 if you write, then it will take to -1. Now if you want the entire thing, so you're gonna write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need to write 8 over here. So that if you write 8, then only it will take till 7. So there is exit, and now I'll just, okay, Python dot slash webinar session 5 day 1.5. Now you can see we are getting these many numbers and it has been sliced. Okay. Now if you reduce the slice, for example, you want to 0 to 3, and now if you execute this, you will find the numbers from 0 to 3. Okay, you're getting this. So this is what slicing is. It will get the data of the array. Now this is a simple slicing. Now if you want to have some other, like from here you want till the last. So how to get this? So for that, let me comment this and print it out. For that, you're gonna write array inside the braces from maybe this position is 0, 1, 2, 3. From 3, you're gonna get till end. So if you don't write anything, automatically you will get till end position. Okay, so if I execute this, you will find 5, 6, 7, 8, and it is from this position till the end. Similarly, if you want to write from starting till a position, if you don't want to mention 0, you have that opportunity also. Print array. Inside that, you're going to write down from starting. If you don't write anything, it will start from starting and maybe till 34 if you want. So I'll just write 3. So this is the position 3, and now it will go for n minus 1, it will go for 34. So let us write it down. It was going for 34. You can see over here. Okay, so this is done. Now if you want to have something like negative indexing. Now what is negative indexing is, like if you want to access this element -8. So I'll just comment this and then write it down. If you want to access negative -8 over here, that is the last element of the array. So if you don't know the exact number, position number, you can put on -1 and it will give you the last index of the array. You can see it is giving you the last index of the array. This is how to access the negative index. Now if you want to have from negative index, is from last, if you want to have like -3 to -1. Okay, -3 to -1 means you want to have -1, -2, -3 from like here 6, 7, 8 if you want to have. So if you just execute this, you can get 6, 7. Now 8, why it is not coming? Because we are writing -1, that is, this is the position of -1 and it will go for n minus 1. If you remove this, then it will take the entire thing. Okay, so this is what in negative method you can go for it. Now we have the step method. Okay, now what is the step method? So I will just tell you what is the step method. We'll just print array. Now I want to have the entire part, for example. So I will just write 0 colon, okay, and then again a colon, and inside this I'm gonna write down the steps 2, maybe 2. So what I'm doing, I'm just writing from 0th position to the entire position, and I'm just passing it to the 2, means 0th position, then leaving first, then 34, leaving second, then this 6. Sorry, not leaving second, it will leave 2 positions. So I will just show you. So you can see 0th position, then leaving this 34, then leaving this 6. So every time it will go for n plus 2. Okay, previously it was going n plus 1, like 0th position plus 1 first position plus 1 second position. Over here by default it is, but over here if you put n 2, that means it will go for every twice. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Now, if you want to have a set like from 1 to 5 and there you want to step two times, you can do that also. In the center, you need to write down the steps value, and that is what it is. Okay. Now, if we have a 2D array, this was an 1D array, and we were doing this for 1D array. So I'll explain you what we can do for 2D arrays also. So let us write an array. Inside that, we're going to pass on the list, and we're going to pass another elements out of it, 3, 4, maybe, and over here another element, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So these are all elements, and now we're gonna print. For example, we want from 5, 6, 7. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna write down the array, and then in the brackets, we're gonna pass on the element position. Means this is one element, this is another element. So we want the first element. So data from the first element will write first over here. Now, what from where to where we want? 5, 6, 7 means from 0th position to 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1, that is 2's position. Okay, from 0 to 2. So we'll just execute this, and you will find that we are getting only 5, 6, 7. So this is how we can access a 2D array. If you want to access anything else, like if you want to access this part, you can do this. Like if you want to make it from 0, and if you want to write from 0 to 2, that means 1, 2. So I will just execute this, and you will find that we are getting 1, 2 only. So this is how we are getting these kind of data. So I hope you understood the entire thing. If you have any doubt, just let me know in the comment section. Just let me know in the comment section so that we can clarify the doubts.